Breath in through your nose
Ah,
and exhale. This next breath, just kind of feel in like into what we did yesterday. You can either put your hand here right underneath your boobies and just take an inhale and just feel, breathe into your diaphragm and just feel it as it rises up and exhale. When I feel into that lower portion, when your abdomen kind of rises up, it kind of feels like it's giving you a hug. So just feel into it and exhale. Allow the exhale to just be a release and a letting go. I think one of the biggest misconceptions that we were led to believe and has become so ingrained in us is that we have any form of control over anything. We create all of these limits and limitations for ourselves, thinking that it'll keep us safe when actuality we're limiting our expression of ourselves full out. And so oftentimes, especially when it comes to breathing as well, used to just breathing, keeping things cute. But when you have that nice deep seated breath, it just feels so, so good. And it's one of those interesting things when you listen and you tap into your body, the body knows what to do. When you're feeling stressed or exhausted, what do you naturally do? You sigh. It's something powerful in the letting go. And not just from us holding on, but from an energetic perspective that release is our bodies know what to do. We just need to consciously be more aware to see what's going on already and to follow its lead. And it will take us to that next level, allowing us to just ease up and it's been said a lot to let go and to let God, but to just know that we really don't. Putting all these limitations on ourselves is not protecting us. It is limiting our expansion and expression. So feel into that exhale, breathe and expand on the inhalation, and then on that exhale, let it go. There's no holding on to anything for later. Be like the body, and with the exhale, when it breathes in, it takes in what it needs. When it exhales and releases, it lets go of everything until that next moment. In that next moment, there's just so much that we have that we can be thankful for from one moment to the next. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And lately, one of the biggest things that I'm just having just a surge of gratitude for is just the ability to be able to see, to be able to see from the perspective of having had misconceptions and having to understand the different ways in which we can grow and expand ourselves. And it's really true what the saying is: when you know better, you do better. But one of the biggest lessons that is an evolving process is seeing those spaces and places in your life where you have placed limitations for various different reasons throughout the years and just being able to let go. And that is something that can be very scary because often we don't always, we can't always see beyond these limitations that we placed in front of ourselves to feel safe enough to be able to let go and to take that next step and the next and the next and the next. So learning to let go, breathing through the process and knowing that you are not alone in any of this. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. As you breathe and feel, take your attention back, take your mind back. One of the most powerful faculties we have is the energy of our attention. Our attention and how we direct wherever we're focusing our energy and attention is very powerful. Whatever we give the light of our awareness, it amplifies, helping to draw things of similar nature wherever our thoughts are to it. Call your energy back with eyes closed and just turning your sensors up on all of your senses, just feeling, breathing, following the rhythmic flow of your breath, acknowledging the tendency of the mind to wander and to drift, and not chastising yourself or critiquing your ability to drift and going your attention going various different tension places without your variable control, but just allow yourself to just breathe, acknowledging wherever your mind goes from one moment to the next, observing, taking note of it, and bringing it right back. Much like a boomerang that goes out, that comes back, you can bring it back to yourself. As you drift further and further within, feel the warmth of your eyes as they're closed, as your lids serve as almost like a blanketed cover over your eyes. Go beyond your eyelids and feel into your eyeball itself. Notice if there's any a warming sensation. Just a heightened sense of awareness to wherever place you are directing your attention. Bring your attention a little lower. Feel the air as it's entering in through your throat as it goes in to nourish your lungs. Follow it down onto your chest, beyond the flow of the air that is infusing into your lungs, the motion that is receiving, recycling, and exhaling. Feel a little beyond that space to your heart space. And with the awareness and the intensity and creativity of your imagination, go down a few layers. Sometimes it may help to just like touch the center of your chest where your heart space is. And you may feel the flutter. If you don't feel it, it's fine. And you know that your heart is beating. It's just whether or not you feel that sensation on the outer portion of your chest. And along with your imagination, we're going to condense ourselves to go down within into our hearts. Into this space, there is blood flowing in and out within a rhythm. All of the blood that comes from your lungs is going in to be recirculated throughout your body. The blood has been circulated and centered back up into your heart. All of this cyclic process taking place. As you breathe and feel, feeling to that beating of your heart. Along with the blood that is flowing, there's various different nutrients and all different types of molecules, cells, particles, various slew of various different things that are flowing and infusing and giving you what you need. But beyond just the flow of the blood that is circulating throughout your heart, as well as throughout your body, there is something else that is circulating within the midst of that. That is universal intelligence, or commonly referred to as God, the infinite, whatever term that feels best for you, but that is also the essence that is circulating in, as, and through you, expressing as you through your unique personality, energizing and animating your very being with life. Spirit is life. Through every breath you take, every beat of your heart, and every other organ, action, and function, infusing every thought, every inspiration, every idea, every act, every action. And much like the blood and the nutrients and cells that are free flowing in circulation throughout the whole of your beingness, it is also connected and accompanied by the divine. Beyond all that you've heard that may have said that the divine sits high and looks low, we are one with this universal intelligence, much like a tree with roots that penetrate deep down into the earth. From the roots that stretch far and wide, its nutrients and every other essential element is distributed out up through the trunk onto the branches, leaves, as well as every other aspect of that tree. You, we are inseparably connected, much like the branch is connected to the trunk and the roots of a tree. Through that connection is where we receive all of our sustenance. The same as for the tree, it nourishes each and every branch. Looking at each branch, each is unique in its own right. No two branches look the same. The same goes for us. No two people are the exact same, even for identical twins. Unique expressions, each and every one. And being that a branch that is comes out from the tree, being that each and every branch is supplied and supported by the roots and the core parts of that tree, so are we. We are inseparably connected, the same as that branch to a tree. We are inseparably connected, never ever disconnected. With the essence flowing, supporting, animating us every second, every moment of the day. We are one. It is said, I and my Father are one, meaning you is that individualized expression are one and the same with that universal. Hence, you are never, ever alone. And by having the very essence and power of the infinite infusing through you, powering you, giving you the same faculties of infinitude, of the access to have and experience every single possibility without limitation. Then what is there to fear? You are one with the infinite. What is there to fear? There are no limitations other than whatever limitations that we place upon ourselves. Feel and breathe. And notice how there is no limit on the amount of breaths that you can take, how much you can exert yourself within a certain period of time through exercise or any other type of exertion. You can be, do, have, and experience your heart's desire. Feel into the breath, feeling into a little bit deeper into that exhale, that release. Because I am, I can, therefore I will. Meaning, because of the infinite intelligence that flows through you, you can do all things. And because of that, because of the very nature of what and who you are, you can will to do, to be, and to have your heart's desire, even when it feels out of your reach, even when there is no clear, visible path that you have in your mind's eye to be as to how you are going to do it. Through feeling into our intuitive senses, you can feel your way into the physical manifestation of it just by feeling and sensing that it is already yours, bridging the gap between or the bridge between where you think you have to arrive. You can already be here now by using your imagination and feel into the feeling and experience of the joy, liberation of no longer having to do those very things that you do not want to do, but do so out of obligation. Feeling as if, because it's something that you've always done, that it's something that you have to continue to do. Feel into the feeling of liberation, of not having to do those things that you dread to do, that you have to hype yourself up for, to go through and experience something that feels like it's the same old thing day after day. When the excitement for whatever task or job or failure in has gone from that mountaintop peak of excitement, enthusiasm, to feeling as if it is mundane, monotonous, limiting or any of the feelings that do not feel joyful and inspiring. You may not know what that next thing is or what it looks like. But the one thing that you can hold on to and designate time to feel into is that feeling of liberation, of doing the various things that bring you enthusiasm, excitement, passion, where it's just you're fueled with energy from the very interest and excitement that you have in doing whatever it is. So you may not have the exact picture of what it is, but you can feel into that feeling. And the beautiful thing about it is what we give our attention to creates a nucleus that is of a magnetic force of the feelings, of our emotions and feelings that we feel around something. And that creates an attraction that draws similar things to it. So the more we focus on the feelings that we want to experience, even if we don't have the how or the steps or any of that stuff figured out, we can focus and center on that feeling, creating that magnetic vortex, pull, and attraction. And it will draw, connecting us with various different things that connect us to the next thing and guiding us to be able to take the next step and the next step and the next step. Feel into that energy of enthusiasm, of allowing passion to be your guide. Enthusiasm, passion, excitement, and joy. All of those things that have a higher pull than that of dread and obligation. And remember, because I am, I can, and I will. I am, I can, and I will. Every thought you think, everything that you give the energy of your attention carries an affirmative force that draws like things to it, bringing truth to power that thoughts are things that can be very powerful in a positive way. Because I am, I can, and I will. Give yourself grace in those spaces where you may have placed limitations unknowingly, and open yourself up. Breathe, inhale, exhale any doubt, any worries, any fears, and just feel into the magnetic, the the resonance of the feeling of something that brings excitement and joy. Because I am, I can, and I will. Allow the enthusiasm and excitement that centers around the things that bring you joy. And allow the universe to do its thing. And remember, there are no limits. One thing that always pops up for me when I find myself met with different limitations popping up out of habit, I'm brought to an artist who loved to doodle. From an early age, she was told that you can never do anything with doodling. And lo and behold, he is a world-renowned, famous artist that doodles houses, art, sought after for thousands and thousands of dollars. He's been commissioned. He's known as the doodle guy. He doodles. He gets paid millions and millions of dollars to doodle. So whenever I feel that there are limitations cropping up, when I'm feeling into the very things that excite me, and that feeling of doubt creeps in of how could you possibly do XYZ, or all of the things that pop up to try to deter you out of habit, I'm reminded of the doodle guy who's living his entire dream from the very thing that the world told him and his parents told him that was not possible to do. Remember, any and everything is possible. You may not see it because perhaps you haven't done it yet. Because I am, I can, I will. Feel into that mantra. Allow yourself to just feel into the energies of excitement. Just that there is something greater. That there is something you may not be able to put a name to, but there is something that will knock your socks off. And once you find yourself in it, you'll wonder why you never took the leap to step into it before. Because I am, I can, I will. Allow yourself to explore, feeling into the breath, exhaling, and just exploring the space of disconnection. Disconnection from all of the things that we feel that we must always do, from fear, doubt, worry, responsibilities, any of the things that you can associate with doing, and just allow yourself to just be riding and surfing the wave of possibility, bathing and immersing yourself into that feeling of joy. And whatever you feel, however your experience is, there is no right or wrong. Just know you're exactly where you need to be. In the next few seconds, you're going to hear a set of chimes, and it's going to support you to go deeper into practice. Should your mind drift, just bring it back again and again without keeping score. And remember, you are already perfection by the very infinitude that is a part of you. Take a nice deep breath in through your nose. Exhale, release, and let go. Again, feel into your body. Tune in and zone your energy around your heart space. Feel into the beating of your heart. And know that every beat of your heart, every moment, every second is a gift for you to begin again and again and again. There is no judgment. There is no right or wrong. Just a journey to expansion and expression in ways that far expand and expound anything that we've known ourselves to be or to do in the past. And although the past lies and exists in our memories, it is in no way a preset or a limitation for what we can experience going forward. Your mind is the center of divine operation, always for expansion and fuller expression. There are no limits. And because of the universal intelligence that is part and parcel of our being, it is for new expressions that we have not seen before. It doesn't have a need to repeat itself. There are no limits. Because I am, I can, and I will. Allow that to be your mantra as you continue on throughout the rest of the week, and carry it beyond if you find it to be helpful. Because I can, I am. I mean, I am, I can, and I will. With the lightest of touch, you are backed by the very power and intelligence that creates and maintains the entire universe. So that whole term of I'm only human, allow that to be a thing of the past. And remember, I am. Because I am, I can, and I will. No limitations. I would like to extend my gratitude and appreciation. I'm truly, truly grateful for you. And I would like for you to show yourself some love and just be grateful and just know that you have come a mighty long way. And there is so much grand and beautiful, wonderful things that await you that are beyond human conception at this moment. You will be beyond delighted and surprised. Close your eyes open and welcome back.